Hi everybody, hey Maddie, hey Henry, hey Brandon, hey Craig, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear me clearly, if you can hear me well, just to make sure that I didn't screw everything up. And for our first job today, we will go looking for Allan. Where's Allan? Ah, there he is. Okay, cool. Allan needs fuel for his harvester. We have had one hell of a year. Here's Cresto. Apparently Cresto fell asleep while standing out in the field, so that's something. Alright, that's just weird. Alright, let's see here. Let's go refuel this guy first. Hang on. Put the brake on. Pop out. And turn the pump on. Yeah. Let's see if he's doing... Oh, there he goes. So, Allan's got a huge field of canola over here. Or yeah, canola. We got Rubber Burner over there in the truck waiting to offload him. So, he's got to get through all of this stuff. We are in the middle of spring. And, yeah, it's working out for us. We didn't think we were going to make it this year after all, but we survived it. So about 15-20 minutes ago, everything kind of thawed out for us, and we are in business. So hop back into Zeter, get this guy back to the shop, and let's see here. All right. So some progressions also on the map. The map is now fully MR and gearbox and everything else. So we keep escalating the trouble, so to speak. And I've also escalated the problem with the potatoes by, you know what? I think I'm going to bring this thing with me. I'm going to take this tractor down to the potato field. So the last time you guys saw me harvesting potatoes, I had some potatoes, some wheat. The cows have been keeping us busy. Those little buggers can eat a lot of product over a winter. So they have been screaming through our grass and our hay and our straw. Thankfully, Allan has got a lot of product to sell into the farm, so we were okay with that. And we've come up with a system to keep bales off the map because we're getting some pretty severe frame hits at times. Like right now, even around here, I dropped down to like 25-ish or so, but it's not so bad. Delta's had a rough week at work, so his farm is not quite up and running in terms of the pigs. But we're renting his fields to do some soybean this year. So he'll be back next year. At some point this week, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a stream to talk about the economy that we're running, to show you guys the spreadsheet. I think we're close enough now to understanding sort of the limitations of it all without having to worry too much about it. So what happened last year is I did potatoes on the field over on the right over here. And from that field, I figured out that I made roughly about $80,000. I'll put the handbrake on. I made about $80,000. Once I sold it all off to, oops, hang on a second. No point in killing the battery. There you go. So once I sold it off and I got fed some to my pigs, and I sold some off to the cattle operation, because the cattle operation across the river over there, they need potatoes too to raise cows. Yeah, we let the pig killer have a second shot at it, but thankfully he hasn't bought any pigs, so the pigs are safe. So I kind of doubled down this year. Yeah, I have a lot more potatoes this year. So the old way of harvesting wasn't going to work. Did the math, figured it out, and I figured out that just with this field, I can afford to lease one of these puppies. So that's what I did this year. We are escalating the equipment. It's gonna be fine. What could possibly go wrong? So, let's see here. Unfold this sucker. How does this work? Okay, I haven't operated one of these before, so let me just... Oh, that doesn't look promising. Let's just not get her jammed up in here. She's opening up. Everything is good. Okay. Are you ready to rock and roll? Alright. What do we got here? RPMs are up. Let's just go to this menu. So what do I need to do here? I need to... It's just a standard... Okay, it's just kind of a CVT kind of setup on this one for transmission. Let's see. Start her up, and let's see what she can do. And lift. Do I lift the header? Yeah, does it turn off? Nope, it doesn't turn off when I lift the header. All right, let's give it a shot. See if we can do this without hurting the machine at all. And already I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hang on a second. Let me refold it, because I feel like I'm jammed up on that pole right there. See that? That's not a good idea. So let's back it up a bit. Turn it off. Fold it up again. Amateurs. Yeah, welcome SimStation. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I started off a potato operation up in the West Coast a couple of weeks ago, and I really thought I could make a go of it, but then we had a bit of a server crash. And yeah, I just came to this one and went a little bit mental with the potatoes. You know, I have a history of not for doing anything the easy way, and certainly on this one, I'm living up to it. So let's see here. Am I stuck? I'm completely stuck. Okay, good. Whoa! All right, stop. All right. All right. Getting a little bit freaked out here. It's a lot of machinery for me. I tend to work with very small equipment, as most people know, and this is a massive investment for me. So let's see here. All right, that's up, that's unfolding. Let's see what we can do with that. Start her up and start the harvest. How are we doing? All right. Okay. Hit the PTO up. And is that it? Okay. What am I doing wrong? Alright. And come on, MR. What's going on? Okay, back it up. And I think MR is about to kill me. And out of here. And off we go. All right, let's just step out here and see what we're doing wrong. What's going on here? Nope, that's not it. I don't know what it's doing. I'm sort of trying to figure out. Let's turn that off. And turn that up. Turn that off. Wait a minute. Oh, somebody's sinking. I'm guessing Delta's coming in. Why does it keep saying fuel in the bottom right next to the potatoes? I do not know. Let's go and see. When synchronization is over, we shall see what's going on. This is puzzling. Who's coming in? It's Pharma Moose coming in. Excellent. Let's see here. I know I broke it. I don't know what's going on. This is sort of an ongoing problem that I'm having with this field in general. I tried doing it with the lifter harvester on the first try, and ended up having to go to the pull behind harvester, and on the first try, and then okay, let's see here. All right, what am I doing wrong? Let's go and check out. First of all, let's eliminate gearbox. So auto clutch on, Let's go off. Let's go simple. Let's go manual. Okay, let's try that. Now, back it up. Why is it hanging up? So you're saying it says fuel down in blue. Oh, what is that? That is weird. Why is it saying fuel instead of potatoes? Okay, that's bizarre. What is wrong? This is an in-game machine. So what is going on with it? Is it still saying fuel instead of potatoes? It still says fuel instead of potatoes. That is just strange. Let's see, low gear, high gear. Something is broken with the in-game harvester. That is very strange. Okay, well, this could be our shortest stream ever while I try to figure this out, because that is just bizarre. Game extension makes maybe a Bork game extension. Game extension is saying potatoes in the field. And let's see, game extension. What does it say here? Not going to do that on stream. And vehicle HUD, shuttle control. Nope. That's not it. Removing tops. What is it doing? Shut it down. Back it up. Can I back up? Can I go forward? I can't go backwards or forwards. Alright, let's see. Maybe it's stuck in the ground modification of some sort. Let's go see what we can do here. Let's give this guy a disconnect. Let's go use our little tractor here. Start her up. And we'll try to give that a little shove. See what it does. Who knows? We don't have any fuel mods engaged at all. What we've got is we're basically using the let's see here. Come on, give it a shove. Nope. Alright. And pop it one. Alright, let's see what that does. And put on the neutral. Handbrake. Why is it doing this? Nope, it's stuck here. This combine is broken by something. Gaming says, don't do shit to this situation. Yeah, I know. Huh. Well, I have no idea what's going on with this machine. Is it MR that breaks potato harvesters? Is it... I mean, I'm looking at this guy here. Is it something with the ground modification mod that's breaking potato harvester? I mean, that looks pretty sunken in right now. Let's see here. Turn the brake off. Reverse out of here. Tractor seems to work fine on the field. So there's a puzzle. Reset it, he says. Can you reset it for me, Delta? I don't know. I don't know if you're on the server right now. I don't think you are, actually. Let me just pull Bag of Hammers up here with me. See what we can do. And hey, Allan. Hey, Allan, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I'm having a bit of an issue with the potato harvester. Can you reset it to the shop for me and see if that fixes it for me?
Yep.
I feel like maybe the fact that I used it, I was doing a refuel for you with the little tractor. Maybe it's something carried over from that. All right, let's go back. It's sitting in my field down here, and yep. All right, hang on a second. Let's go and give that a shot.
Only one of that in there, so it cannot be a big problem.
All right, let's go back up to the shop and see if we can pick it up from there.
A lot of stuff in this.
Yeah, we made a big pile. Watching for it to disappear.
Reset?
Yep, yeah, please. Just something has gone horribly wrong with it, and it won't drive forward. And it's somehow showing me that I'm harvesting fuel out of my field. So I'm gonna head back to the shop and go get it.
Reset there.
All right, thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's see what that does. Is it not? It's turned on. It started harvesting potatoes. The symbol says potato, but when it rolls over to the text, it says
Why don't you
fuel.
use the big yellow truck to refuel stuff?
We were using the field trailer because it was handy for well, because it's up at the farm.
Yeah, but the big yellow one you can take fuel out of the biofuel plant,
Yeah, that's true.
so you don't have to buy fuel. But that was not a smart move there, matey.
No, that's it. No, but I still had 3,000 liter, 2,500 liters left in my tank from when you first delivered it. I'm trying to burn that stuff off. You know me. I'm running little tiny equipment. It doesn't really.
Yeah.
I'm not using fuel.
Oh, I'm using fuel like it's nothing.
There you go.
We know you are.
Yeah.
Are you making fuel now?
Yep. The fields I did earlier on are all into fuel. I have 20,000 and more
let's see
sitting
here.
in the biofuel plant at the moment.
Okay, start that up.
Freshly made of today's harvest.
All right. I'm gonna get. I read your message, Sim. I'm just gonna get back down to the field, and I will. I'll give you the catch up on it.
Calculate,
Okay, let's see what we got
what the
here.
price will be.
What's going
I
on?
didn't do the calculation yet. Let me know how much you got, and I will take it out of your silo without any problem. It's maybe smart to dump it in.
There we go. Low gear, high gear. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Because that's where it ends.
Yeah, SimStation. What we're doing is we're basically running Steppenbach as an economy. So what we've got is oh, hang on a second. Let me just turn down the boys here. And just gonna change
I hope you have a bit
volume
more luck with,
down a little bit.
smaller equipment.
Oops. Sorry. Sorry. Did he just disappear?
Yeah, oh yeah, he did. He went back down to CB1.
Oh, okay, cool.
No problem. Saying all his field yielded about 20,000 liters of canola.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've already taken almost that much off of these 3 fields that I'm harvesting now.
All right, okay. He did the winter planting, though, right?
Some of it was. Some was plant too, I think.
Yeah, because I think John came back in and planted. The contractors were planting stuff for him too, so that's a whole other thing. Oh well, you know, yeah. I don't know. Let me just see what I can do here. Just going to change a few settings in here.
No. I need to change the password on the game at the moment, so everybody could get in that must come in.
Okay, let's see this here. Let's see. X to open it up. I hope this works.
I hope now you have more luck than I had earlier on with your combine.
I'm doing pretty good on this field.
I had some trouble in the corner of field 89. It was not going up or down anymore. I had the wheel slip of 100%.
So I'm going to
That's
turn
why I
down
had
Cresto a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So those guys can talk in the background while we carry on with the stream.
it was
Let's start her up. Let's see what she does this time. And potatoes, 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 and up.
yeah, it doesn't matter to me, but
Well, now we're synchronizing. Anyway, let's take this moment to explain to the sim station what we're doing. Okay, Dad, I'll call you Dad. Basically what's happening is we've all got our own farms. We're running sort of an outside economy, so that in the background we're running an Excel spreadsheet or a Google spreadsheet where we all track our own expenses, and we track the cost of manufacturing, and we track the cost of our equipment. And with that, we then just combine stuff and we negotiate things within the map. So I'm doing potatoes, and I'm in a partnership with Allan doing cows. And then Farmer John and Adam are the contractors, so they do work for all of us. So is it saying fuel again? Let's wait for it. Wait for it. What is it going to say to me? Come on, say the word potato to me. Now it's not doing anything. All right. Let's back it up.
So Mark is working out. Mark is not in this channel.
Yeah, guys, I'm trying to, hang on, I'm just sort of stuck on a hill right now and see if I can get it down to the field. Right now I'm having a hard time getting it to the field, so let's see what we can do. And folding up again.
Just push
Yep.
the pedal to the metal, boy.
Oh my God, what an amateur. I'm a complete amateur here tonight, guys. I think I've got it high-sided. Hang on.
Used to a large piece of equipment like that, Mark. It's not something you normally drive.
No, I know. This is like the biggest thing I've driven in a while. I mean, I drive combines and stuff, but this thing is just a monster. Let's see. What's she doing? What's she doing? What's she doing? Come on. I think I need a shove into my field, guys. Can somebody grab a tractor and come and push me into the field?
That thing is not working on your field.
I don't know what it's doing. It's stuck. It's not behaving like a potato harvester. It's just like as soon as you put any potatoes in it at all, it seems to just jam up.
MR mod.
I'm thinking the MR mod and the potato harvester do not get along. I'm thinking basically as soon as you put 2 potatoes in there, it turns it into, you know, a giant piece of mass that is heavier than the center of the sun.
Yeah, I'm guessing something like that is happening.
That might be it.
So,
Test that thing out with the MR mod.
yeah, I think we're going to have to turn off MR and try this again, because right now it's crazy. Oh, wait a minute. What are you saying? Yep, there you go. That's what did it. I'm caught in a tree.
Ah,
Cresto, can you come and help me? I'm stuck in a tree.
that's what you get with big material. You start cutting stuff that is
I know. Thank you, Craig. Craig saved me. He caught that. He spotted that. I'm caught in a tree.
Luckily my truck is here already.
Okay. So we can try to turn it over to the side, maybe. This is why streaming is more difficult than recording.
It's not a scorpion. Scorpions are used to cut on trees, matey.
Oh, maybe I should just use the chainsaw and cut the thing down.
Might help.
No, that's
If you're not on the sun, then it's fine.
how far away are you?
Who's coming to you?
Are you coming, Cresto?
I'm sitting on my field.
Oh, you're in a combine.
Yep.
Da 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 da.
Just offload mine here with rubber burner and I'll jump over, Mark.
Don't worry about it.
That'll take me a minute.
Chainsaw is out.
So sitting in here, you can take the yellows if you like.
And of course, this tree is not cuttable.
Oh,
Yeah, I need a hand, Mr. Moose.
Yeah, he needs a hand, Mr. Smith. He's still down in the other channel. Hang on one.
why is he the other channel? Come back.
Because now I can't fold it up because there's potatoes in it.
Alright.
There we go.
I'm on my way.
Okay. So now I gotta wait for the guys to come down here, but we'll be fine. Anyway, so what was I saying?
Close to you. Good evening. So I
Uh,
can see the other side.
Yeah.
thinking if you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. I've got my my TeamSpeak on push to talk. So if I go quiet, it's because I'm just talking to the stream.
Okay. We're not in the stream.
You guys are in the stream. Yeah, I can hear you guys on the radio in the background.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty close to him. I'll go shove him.
Yeah, I'm on my way over too.
Oh, okay. I got Genetic coming down. Okay, cool. All right, buddy. I need a little push to the side here. Yeah. Actually, I might need you to push me backwards. Can you just go down in front of me and push me out?
We'll try.
But he's gonna destroy crops.
Oh, hang on a second.
And we need every potato. The cows will die. Lol.
There you go. All right, let's see what we can do. How many tractors did it take to get one fat harvester out of a tree?
Too many.
More than it took to get the harvester into the tree.
And thank you, sir. If you guys don't mind hanging out for an extra second, I'm just going to try to get this thing in the field and get it working. I'll be right back. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just doing the same thing all over again. Yeah, I did it again. Push me again, please.
Oh my god.
I know. Total amateur.
Mark is not able to drive big equipment, guys. That's all.
Yep, I think it's a consensus. I should stick to small stuff.
Push button automatic, Mark, instead of a big tip. That's the problem.
Maybe. There you go. A little bit more.
Maybe
Okay,
from the
let's-
backside.
Oh, there we go. Okay, good. All right, I'm out. Let me see if I can do this now without hitting the tree again.
That's why I always say, guys, when you have trees around your field, the first thing you do the first year is cut down all the trees so you don't have any trouble with them anymore.
Nope, I'm stuck on something again.
All my trees.
Yeah, I know. Same here.
Can you fold that up, Mark?
No, I can't. It won't fold up when I got 91 potatoes in. It's really quite annoying.
All right, yeah.
I'm sort of stuck between the unfold stage and the harvest stage. So
You
if
want
you
me to
just
do some
give it a little
arborist?
kick, to the side there for me, Moose, with the Ford.
Okay. Try and force that dump it there, Mark.
What's that?
Try and force dump your load.
Oh, maybe. Hang on.
Might lose a few potatoes.
Oh,
Why? Just drive with the thing. Huge enough.
all right. I am stepping away from the tree. Stepping away from the tree.
My poor trailer.
I know. All right, let's see if I can do this right now. All righty then. Start her up. Let's see if we can get into the field diagonally.
What are you gonna do when it's wet, Mark?
Is it working?
I don't know if it's working or not. Let's see here. Is it going to get some momentum? 8 kilometers an hour, 9 kilometers an hour. It's moving 6 kilometers an hour, and now it's stuck again. See, as soon as it gets any potatoes at all in it, it goes crazy. Let's see if I can ground dump these and get it moving again. If I dump the potatoes, does it start rolling again? No. That's not it. Is it because of the terrain? Ah, this is aggravating. This is really aggravating me. Let's dump the potatoes in the field right there. Yeah, it's not cooperating at all. I think we're going to have to turn off MR, boys.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah, it's not saying fuel, but it's like it's not It doesn't say fuel anymore, but it doesn't say anything anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it needs to be in four-wheel drive with diff locks. Let's see if maybe that's what's affecting it.
The weight may be holding it down.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that I'm just wondering if the weight is somehow miscalculated in MR for potato harvesters.
Back
I
in the
don't know.
day, the headers used to drag a lot. I don't know about this version.
Yeah, I think there is still some drag to them, but I think on the other ones you get to adjust the header height to get it done. But let's see here.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Sim. Ah, that was it. Thank you, Sim. Apparently it needs to be in four-wheel drives with the diffs locked for it to work.
If the field is wet, yes.
It's a tripod. How does it have diff locks?
It can have a kind of diff lock because it's using oil.
I think it's the way that FarmSim models tracks, actually. I think that might be the problem.
You're all set there.
How do we have potatoes everywhere?
Oh, is it still ground dumping? No, okay, that's fine. There's going to be potatoes everywhere. I'm harvesting potatoes, so ground dumping is going to be part of my operation. If I can just keep it out of these trees. If I can just keep it out of these trees, I'll be fine. All right, and we're up and running anyway. All right, sorry about that, guys. The longest start to a stream ever. And I'm in a tree again. All right.
That's real life for you. Real life streaming.
Yeah, so now what I need to do is I need to turn this harvester around so that the pipe is facing the inside of the field. And of course, these mirrors are almost completely useless, so we'll have to do that the hard way. Okay, and go forward. Nope, come on, forward. Don't fall in the lake. Don't fall in the river. Okay, that's smarter. There you go.
So we're just having hiccups.
That'll do it. Finally, harvesting potatoes. See, this is what happens when you try to throw too much new stuff into a stream.
Need some help now.
I'm all good, guys. It's working fine now. Thank you. Thanks for all your help.
If somebody wants to grab the weeder,
So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Dan. Dan, SimStation / Flatlander. By the way, everybody, if you haven't subscribed to SimStation yet, and if you're at all interested in MR or in farming, or the guy is awesome. He's a real life farmer with 1 million hours of information and experience. Well, maybe not experience, but anyway. When it comes to farming realistically, I think I've gotten more from watching his shows than anybody else out there. So if you can go and subscribe to the SimStation, that would be awesome. The guy's got a great channel. And we were on playing multiplayer this weekend and had an absolute ball on his server. It was awesome. So let's see here. I need to make myself a patch to be able to to ground dump these potatoes. Is this tree going to try to get me again? No, I think I'll be fine. Let's see here. Okay, good. And I'm actually going to make a U-turn right here into the patch. And I'm going to cut across it like this. Because I need to make a little hole.
That last one now.
Yeah, except Dave, I think Dave would have thrown it in the river and walked away. I'm trying to learn something in the process. Let's see here. Up we go and around the corner. Ah, yeah. You can let that one by, Delta. I'm not used to the whole what do you call it, moderation thing there, Craig. But apparently if you say sub, it will filter you. So... there we go.
Now
How
I
am
got
I
a
doing?
tractor. Now once I find a
12,000.
weeder, I'll be doing good.
All right, so I'm actually going to back it up here and clean up a little bit along the road, because I think for my own use, making a potato pile near the road is going to be the easiest way for me to pick it up later. I'm going to make one on this side and maybe one on the other side, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to be at this for a few hours. There's no getting around it. But it's only noon now, so I think we're going to be fine. Here, let's turn that off. HUDs always annoy me a little bit. They're good for troubleshooting, but they're no good when you're actually trying to play. Yeah, I don't even know, Craig, if subscribe is a word that they look out for. Because I'm kind of, I'm not running any night bots or anything like that, so it's not like I have any knowledge at all about that stuff. I just give, I just liberally spread wrenches around my friends, and I find that works better than the robots. How are we doing now? 66%. Oh, we got lots of room. Lots of room. We're gonna be fine. Yeah, we talked about you doing this a while back, Ozzy. You were saying you wanted to do videos with. We had a conversation about which editing software to use. I don't know. Did you ever start and find anything that you wanted to edit and start editing content, or like I don't know where you ended up with that. I sort of lost track. Been sort of busy. I have DeltaBot. Yes, I got Delta. I have Delta Security on the case.
Headed into, which one did you say? 79?
79, 77, 76, 74, 75.
All right.
Basically all those ones on that.
So right now on the field we have Mr. Moose, who is actually came along a little bit late in the process, and he bought out Allard and Roger's cattle operation, and he took over the cattle but didn't take the sheep. We also have who else do we have? We have Simulator Addict, a fellow Quebecer, who has been playing with us for the last week or so. We have Genetic J, who's up there helping with the harvest too. Because right now we basically have tonight and maybe tomorrow to try to get as much canola and soy out of the fields as we possibly can. SimStation, it's a plugin for TeamSpeak that I use that basically just simulates that. That way I can take the all the CB conversation happening in the background stays in the background, and when I need to interact with them, I just use my push to talk to get instructions, or as you saw earlier, get some help, because every now and then you need help.
No work for the coroner today.
That's the power of TeamSpeak versus Discord. Although I'm pretty sure Discord must have plugins like that too. They must have some sort of audio editing plugins. But I kind of like the effect of, you're sitting in your cab here, and though I don't have a CB radio in my cab, you can kind of simulate that kind of interaction during a harvest where you're constantly hitting chitter chatter from the guys in the background. All right, so let's start the pile. I've got a nice big spot here to make a pile. So I'm going to start close to the road, and then we'll start going up and down. So off we goes. Now if this is like anything else with MR, it will have slowed the snot out of this offloader. Well, that's not bad. I'm always a little bit... no, it's not a private channel, Ozzy. All you got to do is subscribe to DeltaBravo, who is just above you up there. He's got a Discord server, and we're pretty wide open with our TeamSpeak channel. People can pop in, pop out, and shoot the shit with us. It's not that big. We try to keep it clean, but we don't really preach much of a PG kind of thing, because we do slip a lot. So yeah, we're pretty fearless when it comes to opening things up to people. Delta also runs an open server that he runs to bring people on board. So we've always got more people playing with us. If you go up to where DeltaBravo Production is up there, just above you in the chat, You just click on the 3 little dots after his name. He will. You can go to his channel right there, and all the information is right there for you. Yeah, that's it. It's a handheld clipper, or you're listening in on my what do you call it? My iPhone, if I had such a thing as an iPhone. Let's see. See, it's still a little tight in here, and my whole fear with this side of the river is that if I slide into that river, I'm not getting out. SimStation watched me go into the hole this weekend, and that river is steep. Hello, Mr. Zoli, Mr. Duck Zoli. It's like the Australian meeting on here. Oh, all right, and again, I'm on the wrong side of the field. All right, that was going to happen. There was just no way around it. I keep being drawn to trying to drive on the wrong side of the field. So let's see what we can do here to try to get around this safely. There's the road. Don't go into the river. Okay. And then go forward. Okay, let's see. That was close. Okay.
I just have to look at the
Yeah, that's right. I'm global, Duck Zorley. I'm global. I have a worldwide audience. What time is it in Australia right now, anyway?
It can be defending services as well.
Well, they all need a yearly service.
What do you mean being a driver instead of an operator? When I fall in the river, or or using cell phones?
This one only has 3 hours. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Aussie is 10 a.m., so Duck Zorley must be a couple of hours ahead of him because he's on the other side. There you go. 3 hours difference. So we have both sides of Australia representing here. We're good to go.
Yes, I'm dead.
Oh, I can hear you guys in the background, but I'm mostly yammering away to the people on stream.
Okay.
Trust me, this process of harvesting these potatoes with this particular machine is taking all my concentration.
Lol, come on, Mark.
No, I'm serious. This is actually the only time I've ever used these machines is when I was doing missions on Goldcrest, when I was doing the Old Guy Farmer challenge, and those things are flat and square and they're pretty easy.
Okay.
So this one is kind of tough. And you got to go around the field in a certain direction or else that pipe gets stuck in the trees on the edge of the field.
Yep. That's what you get with trees.
I'm learning. I'm doing on-air live learnings.
Oh, that's good.
Honest for your viewers, right?
Yeah. That's all right. My viewers are pretty used to seeing me screw stuff up, so.
Not screwing stuff up. The learning curve.
How are things going up in the canola field right now?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I have almost hit 119, 120, 121.
So, Cresto, you're using the C10?
Yeah, I use the big one.
Yeah, you're using the big tracked harvester, and Allan, you're using the 590, yeah.
Yeah.
I get the Neva.
Yeah, did you guys start up the Neva?
No, Mr. Moose is using the Neva.
Did he bring it up to his fields at his farm, or?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I went over there this night and did some with the C10, and then it started raining. So we had to quit.
I'm having to concentrate here. I'm at the edge of my field, going between the trees. Try to stay out of the river.
Oh yeah, don't drive that thing in a river.
I'm telling you, man, if it goes in the river, that's the end of everything. I'm just done. I'm going to quit.
Then I come over and you take over the combine.
And I found another tree.
Is it not nice to have trees all around the field?
It's quite beautiful to have trees all around the field, but I'm starting to understand your obsession with cutting them all down.
Yep. But if we play a long time on a map, that's the first thing that I do. I do that in real life as well,
Yeah.
on the farm. Trees around the field have to go. Or otherwise I will take over that branch so everything can grow under it.
And this branch here, is that going to make
G'day,
it?
g'day, g'day.
Hello, hello, hello.
G'day, Aussie mate. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really good, mate.
Ah,
Yeah.
excellent.
Got over me downer and I'm on me upper.
Ah, perfect. Perfect. Life is like that, right? You just gotta trudge through the stuff. Oop. Oh, dear. I'm gonna try to do this, but I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna hit that tree.
I don't think we have had a song yet that we have here on it. Or was
All right.
like we have
Good. That was rather painful.
So
Hey, Curvo. How you doing, Curvo?
I see that Mark's been taking driving lessons from Rainbow Dave.
Well, I try to do better than this, generally speaking. But generally speaking, I tend to drive things that are like around 90 horsepower. And I'm stretching my wings on this map, and it's biting me in the butt because I have no experience with this equipment. I've always been the small scale farmer.
Yeah, with the season so short, you don't have the time to do it small scale market.
No, I don't. Well, the season's so short. We got the rain. It rained like crazy this year, and the spring got cut out. We got cut out from underneath us, and I basically have to do all these potatoes. This field, this is the small field too. I got to do the other field also before this is all over. So, all right, hang on. I got to dump here, and unloading.
Have some people coming in to help us out.
Laying on the couch and doing great. Hey, I watched your pheasant hunt there, Kerbo. That was hilarious. I love that.
I'm used to doing big stuff alone. That's why I have the big MAN standing here and the big machine.
All right, and we're still going.
So at one time,
That's
I
not
will
bad. Cool.
order people to empty
I'm
out
learning how to
the
drive
MAN
big
with
equipment
some
tonight, Kerbo.
soda.
This is my, generally speaking, these harvesters for me in Farm Sim have been on Goldcrest Valley in the early stages and generally doing missions, so they were bottomless. This is not a Goldcrest Valley field.
I'm always
This one's got trees, it's got rivers. I've got hydro poles in the middle of it. Oh yeah, I haven't even begun to deal with the hydro poles yet. Yeah, we'll deal with that when it comes. Yeah, we even had SimStation drop by. I don't know if he's still out there, but it's gonna be fun. It is harvest season on the server. Let's just cut this right about here and hit the cruise control.
there we go.
And try to do a straight line. Can I do it with the hand throttle instead? There you go. Good. Perfect. Yeah, feel free to join us on our Discord. I mean, I don't have a Discord of my own. I just use Delta's Discord. We got a really nice community going in there. People are really, really helpful. A lot of modders and but just generally a lot of multiplaying and stuff like that. We tend to have a lot of fun. We've got this server, which is a little bit more simulator based. And then Delta's got a second server that he runs on Hofbergman, which is a bit more, well, it doesn't run seasons. It's a little bit more vanilla. And it's a great way to sort of get introduced to the gang and to be able to work your way up kind of thing. So this kind of realistic gameplay is not really for everybody
I got enough in
that we're
storage.
finding. And, well, I mean, it just isn't. So we like to encourage all sorts of different gameplay and all sorts of different styles. You get your shot to play with us no matter what you want to play.
I've got to cut it and gather it up.
Yeah, so what?
There's a thing called time. Very limited.
There we go.
Sleeping at
So now I gotta figure out how to make the turn on this one here. I don't know how I can turn this harvester around in here, so I'm going to go ahead and go around. And I gotta stay away from the trees on this pass. So I'm gonna take it a little bit wide, I feel. Yep, found the tree. There it is. And I'm unstuck. And let's see if I can get away from it. Nope. Okay, let's see if I can not end up in the river. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me now. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's got traction on the back wheel. I should be able to back out of this by going hard over and then backing out of it. Okay, I probably destroyed a lot of potatoes doing that. But we will deal with it somehow.
Your Cresto.
Trees are killing me. Why do I insist on trying to go around the field in that direction? I'm a fool.
Yeah. Does the composter eat straw?
Will it make it through there? Yep, it'll make it through there this time.
Straw?
So maybe on this side I'll get it. Maybe on this side it'll be fine. Cool. So yeah, I've got this field to do today, and probably get most of the next field done today also, and then I'm gonna finish it off before the end of tomorrow. So I think we're gonna be running this server for a 3rd year. And yeah, always bet on the tree, Kerbo. Always bet on the tree so far. But this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest these potatoes. I'm only leasing this piece of equipment for this year. I think that lesson learned, and I think that if I'm going to do potatoes on the next map, it will be on a large enough scale to be able to afford to buy one of these. But again, the planting and everything else always takes so much time with potatoes. You never know if you never know how much to expect in terms of a yield.
Have a backlog of manure that needs to be shifted.
The guys are moving all the product over into the composter. Having the composter and the biodiesel plant on the map has really shifted the economy in a real. In a huge way. We sell more stuff to each other to make product. So that's where I think that's where the whole production aspect of Farm Sim Maps starts to make some sense. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. I'm going to drop these off.
So they're like, I think I get 1,200 or something
Alright.
for 1 cow.
And take that out of there. Now I'm going to tab out. Let me just adjust some volumes on some of my fellow compatriots. Turn down the CB radio a bit. Turn that down. Turn that down. All right. That's the one thing with having the CB radio effect on, is that it does get a little distracting. So just got to make sure you keep it low. Still offloading. All right. I'm not going to be streaming that long. I try to keep my streams around an hour. For me, I try to sort of keep this stuff up. I mean, I come from sort of a recorded video kind of thing, so I tend to like it a little bit shorter. I'm sure at some point I'll do a monster stream. I just find that I run out of stuff to say, honestly. It's not, I can't babble on for as long as maybe I should if I'm doing streaming. So, and because I'm new to it, I'm just gradually getting the hang of it as it goes along. So, it's not bad though. We got 13 people watching tonight. And I get to upload a video tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know how this is going to look tomorrow because I kind of screwed up on my opening. But, yeah. I try to keep it really short. Yeah, no. Dude, that was epic. So SimStation this weekend put together a 12-hour straight stream on this exact same map. We were doing it a lot different. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun, though. It was a bit of a marathon. I didn't quite make it to the end. I kind of quit. See you later, Craig. And Kerbo, we have MR on the server, so now you can come and play. I know you won't play without MR, so the opportunity is here. At some point, I would love to do a stream with you and SimStation and talk about MR and talk about all of the little glitches and all the things that it brings to the game. All of the information that I have of it pretty much comes from you guys, so it would be nice if the viewers got to hear it straight from the horse's mouth kind of thing, because I am a rank amateur. It was actually 14 hours. Holy cow. Yeah. So had you done streams before SimStation? I mean, Dan, I mean, was it something you had done in the past, or was that one of your first streams? Because I've been watching your channel not for that long, and I don't remember watching any streams on your channel. Yeah, the MR thing is, and especially on the server, the MR brings, I mean, Gearbox brings a whole other level of immersion to this map anyway. But now adding MR to it, and I have no experience with the MR economy, so I don't know if you guys know anything about the MR, the game economy version of MR. But I got a couple of weeks in MR before I started this server with Delta, and then we immediately hopped back off of MR, and he was playing with me that way too. And then gradually we now that we've got sort of the hardcore left on this map, we're giving it a shot on this map. But it's not bad. It certainly changes the gameplay. I'm still having a problem. I mean, dear God, I was trying to stack bales on Sim's server this weekend, and with the single fork, and I had to completely relearn square bale handling. It was a little bit of a chore.
When we first started, what would run stuff, some of the machines require a little more horsepower than what we.
I don't know if they have. Oh yeah, of course. I hit the pole. Why wouldn't I?
Get it to work for love or money. Every time I try to do something with it, it would just break the game.
Let's go here and back into here. Gotta pay attention. Try to not wreck the gear. I'm gonna spend a lot of time hitting star. Yeah, I think that's it. MR gameplay is separate mod. Yeah, but that's the thing, is that because of the adjustments to the prices, and Seasons already adjusts prices. So how much does it mess with it, right? I mean, if Seasons is adding a percentage, as MR is subtracting a percentage, that's got to get confusing. And I think that also the MR plays with the yields, doesn't it? I mean, it plays with field yields. So all of the stuff you know about field yields all of a sudden has to change. Fixed price changes, so the two would double the effect, yeah. Yeah, I'd be curious to open up the XML on the MR mod for the economy to see how much it adds and subtracts from stuff, to see if prices would get wildly out of whack. If one is subtracting and the other one is subtracting, all of a sudden there's certain crops that would just be absolutely, would probably hit the zero, the negatives, I don't know. We'll have to run it on I'll have to run it in single player for a while and see what it does. Except right now I'm sort of throwing all my time into MP, so I'm having issues with my testing phases. It's not that easy to come up with all the time to do it. So should I keep going here? I'm almost there, eh? The MR game and MR gameplay mod is the other stuff. That's it, yeah. So that's the thing, is it's the other stuff mod that I'm curious about, to see how it interacts with the Seasons and how hardcore things get. Because there's got to be a point at which it just becomes unplayable with all the interference. I mean, the base game is designed to work in a certain way, so if you start piling game modification mods on top of game modification mods, when does it just break down and not work anymore? That's what I'm curious about. Let's see what it does here. Can I twist this thing around in its own length? Ah, look at that.
Unfold it.
That's pretty good.
The problem is, you have to hang it
Hopefully I
on the
didn't
deck,
destroy too much crop on that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's see what we can do here. Oop, no.
It has its own life.
I lifted it for no reason. And in I go.
That's a bit of a pain, and since every
I'm pretty sure that adjust the base price. Basically, it overwrites the default Giants prices, and then Season takes those default values and and varies them. Okay, so you would have to. Okay, so it just changes. Yeah, I see. That's still kind of a. That's still kind of a tough sell, but I mean, I'd have to know. Does it add value? Does it subtract value? You know, it's kind of like people say that that the MR screws around with the seeders and the flow on the seeders. Well, on some crops, you're actually getting these mirrors are completely useless. Completely useless. Oh, maybe the lower one is okay. Can I use the lower one to get down this way? I can sort of see my crop. Yeah, I can see my crop. All right. Whoa. I'll just use the crop as my guide, I think.
There are some out there.
Getting too close. There we go. Good.
An actual mod that's set up just for that.
And down she goes. Beautiful.
You wanted 71 also?
We didn't
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
Well,
1 second.
the way we're playing this server right now, we started off by giving ourselves a massive debt. We had to buy our farms and buy all our equipment. So the way we play this server, if the most realistic thing about it is that you play the whole game in the red. You never get out of debt. You're always paying back money. Yeah, exactly, Maddie. It pretty much if you can make the game harder, I'm probably going to get involved with it. That's kind of been my shtick in this whole farm sim thing. I don't spend too much time playing Goldcrest on easy.
I had to mute some stuff. Could you repeat the list of that again? I think I got everything. 75, 6, 7, and 9.
Let's see here. Can I get around things?
74 was the other one, I think.
All right, yeah, we got to do that one yet. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. 70,
Yeah.
70, 71, all along.
I've always had an issue playing the game to try to maximize, to try to become a millionaire within a couple of seasons, because I always feel like if you can pay back your debt and come out a little bit in the green, it's a little bit more interesting. Playing it close to the quick kind of thing, playing it so that you have to pay back your stuff and grow. And I almost never start a game and end up buying another tractor. You know, you can never really afford to get that big. You always sort of I always try to sort of, try to come out of it and choose my first tractor wisely. And then everything that I do on that map is based around the horsepower of that tractor. So I've sort of become known as the crappy mod guy because I tend to use the most rusted out Russian stuff you can find because it's cheap.
Those are some monster strong windrows.
Yeah.
Be happy I was not.
No, that's it. I mean, my cousins, they just gave up. They just got out of the dairy business because in Quebec, the legislation and the competition in the quota business is getting so bad that they can't do it. So they all end up doing, like he's going into goats, actually. He's going to do bio farming and goats. Rainbow Dave, how you doing, buddy? You still launching rockets? Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't concentrating.
We're having issues with the MR and the bird.
It shuts down. Okay.
We couldn't get any real speed out of anything.
Okay,
but it might
coming
be
up.
different for the straw.
Go drop these off at the head of the field.
Again.
This is working out pretty good. Yeah, you can hear the guys in the background discovering some of the limitations of the harvesters with the MR mod and stuff like that. To me, that's all really nice. I really enjoy sort of rediscovering the game with it, but I can certainly see how it can frustrate the shit out of you after a while. Like even just when we were starting off with this today, it's like, okay, Moment of panic. Harvesters are not working.
Yeah, I think the combination of that two is making it a lot heavier than it is.
I'm telling you, Dave. When I was watching your Kerbo, your stream yesterday, your rocket stream yesterday, I was blown away that you got back to Earth with that thing. Because I literally have watched a bunch of streams of people playing the space program, and never have I ever seen anybody return a spaceship to Earth. So I was really impressed. You seem to know what you were talking about too, which was doubly impressive. But you know, you are a scientist after all.
Tractor too, right?
Yeah, you know, I was watching how farms work, and the Ryan and the guys there. He went through. He pulled out a check that he had gotten for his corn harvest, and he was going through it and explaining just, you know, all the deductions and everything that gets taken off. And he was talking about how, when you talk and drive, you kill stuff. Back up, start the harvester. See, I am not a professional streamer. I cannot talk and drive at the same time. Hey, Simulate, how you doing, buddy? I know, it's like, you know, it's most of the time when he's playing with the space program, it's because he's trying to launch IT runners. This time it was actually supposed to go up into space, and he didn't, and it worked for him. I was impressed. We expect a certain amount of space travel from Dave. When Dave is doing actual space travel and it works, we get impressed. I know. You would have been impressed, Dave. I started off this stream by not being able to get out of a tree. Really a winner move. Park the potato harvester in a tree. Everybody in Farm Sim eventually goes to the Rainbow Dave School of Driving. Yeah, I know, talking at the same time. But that was the thing, but I sort of stepped away because you were doing one type of rocket. You were doing sort of the monster giant flippy rocket. And, now, you got a second, the guys are missing me on TeamSpeak now. Yeah, guys, I'm yapping away. I got a bunch of people on the stream, and you probably don't want to talk. You probably don't want to hear what I'm talking about anyway. I'm talking about other people's streams.
Yeah, no problem.
As long as you're alive.
Oh yeah, I'm alive. I'm going to be in here harvesting these potatoes for 2 days, so you guys will get used to me doing this. I'm just finished. I'm just halfway through the first field.
Why is it so slow?
Yeah, he's playing. Rainbow Dave's talking about the Kerbo space program. It's a little slow. It's faster than doing it the other way. I mean, you know, when we did the last crop, I had Allan chop all the heads off, and I still took the better part of 4 or 5 hours to do the job. So I'm not expecting it to be fast.
You getting a decent yield out of them at least?
Hard to tell. It's a big pile.
Okay, fine.
And we're off again. Yeah, Dave apparently has some mad skills on the space program. He was able to actually get it to space and bring what was his name, Jeb, back alive.
I cannot even get it out.
So that was pretty awesome. You know what? I tried using the Polish potato harvester. The whole point of me doing potatoes was using the Polish potato harvester.
Yeah,
And for whatever reason, in single player, it works fine on this map. I tested it again last night. I can't get it to ground tip on this map. So I was originally I had it all set up to go, and I ended up using the tow behind one. But this year I kind of doubled down. I've got this whole field here, and then I've got another field across the road over there, which is like.
It was 3 fields altogether.
Sorry.
I did about 5 rounds around the side, now one.
Oh, there you go. When you choke on your own spit. But I have another field across the road over there that's about 4 times as big as this one. So the pull behind harvester was not going to work for us at all.
I do it all freehand.
So yeah, I did the math and figured out how much I can sell all these potatoes for, and I figure I've got about $160,000 to $200,000 worth of potatoes. As long as I can harvest them in less than 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours of gameplay, I think I can come out of this alive. But no matter what, next year I'm growing canola. I'm getting out of the potato thing.
Well, it was strange. It was the daddy mob who sent me something.
Let's see. All right. I can probably make it around the field. Just got to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, well, loading them back up is not that big a deal. I've got a lot of helpers for that. I can, we use dump trucks, and Kerbo's got in one of those big bandit trailers. So if I set up the conveyor belts, we can quickly load him up, and he can get them out of here. A lot of these potatoes are going to pigs. They've already been pre-sold to Mr. Moose for his cows also, because on this map cows eat potatoes. And then whatever's left will go into the composter, because he gives me a better price than any of the sell points for my potatoes. One of the things about running this this sort of economy on top of the economy is that we can set the prices for things the way we want to, depending on what the manufacturing is doing. So it's I may come out of this alive. I don't know. Who knows? It's all guesswork. Kiwi! How you doing, buddy? We haven't talked to you for a long time.
Oh, I may have a full load when I empty the machine.
Oh yeah, I was watching your West Coast thing, SimStation, and I was thinking you should set up conveyors that would basically move poop over top of the fence, and you could load up your poop spreader on the road, so you could line them up in there and just ship everything up over top of the fence near the manure pit. That's how I would do it. Then you probably need to set up some sort of system to be able to move the poop to the belts, but I think it'll be fine.
Okay, Moose. Have a nice night, matey.
Good night, Mr. Moose. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
Thanks, bud. See ya.
All right, this is me driving drunk, trying to find another way back into the swing of things, because I've always got to be thinking about that pipe. And I think that Courseplay actually detects the belts as a trigger too, as a tip trigger, the same as it would a silo. So you can just, if you drive your, if you make your poop shooter go and turn around in the field down the road, come back, trigger it. I don't know. It's conveyors are a bit of a troublemaker. Thank you, Cresto. I was totally gonna blow that.
Yeah, I saw it happen. That's why I yelled, careful there, Mark.
Cresto was looking at glance, and he could see me creeping up to the 97th percentile on my potatoes. It's good to have people who have their back.
As soon as you got things emptied, I will stop at the dairy farm.
And emptying out. All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to call it off and just continue harvesting and hanging out with the guys. It's sort of a different thing, just hanging out on TeamSpeak and shooting the shit with buddies and doing the harvest. I really love the the interaction we get on here. But SimStation, I guess you're at work, so you can't hop into TeamSpeak. But come on in and hang out with us. And we're in the middle of a monster harvest, so we will get all of this stuff done. Guys, you want to say bye-bye to the stream?
Bye-bye.
Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Coming late for.
All right. Talk to you guys later.